Now with every eye there is a highlight on the eye. So let's pick the eraser. Hello everyone, welcome to the Art and Design Studio Session 2, Lesson 2. In our previous lesson, we discussed about art media. Today's lesson is about classification of arts and technology. Of course, I also give you drawing tips at the end of the lesson. I also have examination questions in the description box. There is a link there. Click on the link and I'll give you access to the questions. So keep watching. Why is drawing of a car different from a toy car you can hold in your hand? And how has computer changed the way artists work today? Whether you want to be a painter, a sculptor, or a digital designer, you must first understand the dimension of art. Let's dive in. Now, by the end of this lesson, you should be able to classify artworks into two-dimensional or three-dimensional, and also explain what four-dimensional art is, and then differentiate between traditional, that's analog, and digital art production. Now look carefully at these artworks on your screen. Which one can you only look at, and then which one can you touch and also walk around? Pause the video and think. Now let's look at art classification by form. We have two-dimensional art, that is 2D art. So two-dimensional art or 2D art has only height and width. It is flat. You can look at it, but you cannot walk around it or go around it. That's 2D art because they are flat. Examples of 2D arts include, we have drawing, painting, graphic design, posters, photographies. Even though 2D art can show shadows and realism, it still remains flat. Now, three-dimensional art or 3D art. Three-dimensional art or 3D art has height, width, and depth. So this means it occupies space. You can touch it, walk around it, and also view it from different angles. Examples of 3D art includes, we have sculpture, carving, pottery, ceramics, jewelry, basketry, and leatherworks. So remember this clearly. If it is flat, it is called what? 2D, two-dimensional art. If it has volume and depth, it is called what? 3D art or three-dimensional art. Now let's look at four-dimensional or 4D artworks. 4D artworks includes time, movement, sound, or performance. So this type of artworks is experienced over time. So imagine a sculpture piece that is 3D, three-dimensional. It has height, width, and depth. But 4D adds time to that. So instead of looking at it as a still object, you experience it changing, moving, or growing as you watch. So in simple examples, a video of a flower blooming in fast motion, or an art installation where shadows move as you walk past. So in short, 3D art is a frozen movement. It stands still, you can go around it. But 4D art is a movement that has beginning, middle, and the end. You get it? Examples includes video art, animation, performing arts, installation arts. Now let's look at analog or traditional art. Analog simply refers to traditional method of art production, and these are done mostly by hand. Examples includes pencil drawings, painting with brushes, clay modeling, weaving, and then carving. Now this method existed long before computers. Now you know we are in the computer world, and even AI is also taking over now. Let's look at digital arts. Digital art uses computers, tablets, and softwares to create artworks. Examples include graphic design, digital painting, photo editing, animation, and so on. Now digital tools make it easier to edit work, save time, and also produce clean results. Write in the comment section 2 2D objects and 3 3D objects. Draw 1 2D object and identify 1 3D object around you and write the differences between them. Summary. Today you learned how art is classified by form and technology. 2D is flat, 3D has depth, 4D includes time, and art can be analog or digital. Now if you understand, just write yes in the comment section. Now your drawing tip. How to draw this, the frontal view of the human face. So if you haven't watched the previous video, make sure you watch it. This is the video. Click on it, watch it before you watch this particular one, so that you can easily understand what is going on. So now we are going to position, or we are going to draw the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, and the ear in there. So first of all, let me draw the hairline nicely there. Let me give it a little shade. So this type of shading is called hatching. So this is how to draw the eyes. Now we have a rectangular box this way. So we are going to draw the eyes, or we are going to fix the eyes inside this box. So we go this way. This is the right side of the eye. And then this line will come here. Now this is how to shade it. The inside, you go this way in a circular manner. So you are hatching it that way. This will bring the realistic This will make the eye more realistic when you shade it this way. Then this area is a bit darker. So this is how to shade the eye, the inside of the eye. You go according to the shape of it in a light hatching style. And then let's do the eyelashes. The upper part of the eyelashes is mostly a little longer than the lower part. And then you can also shade the eyebrow there nicely. So this is basically how to draw the eye. So you give the inside of the eye a little bit of dark shadow. Always starts with a lighter tone. If you have 2B pencil, you start with it. You can even use HB pencil to do the starting, to start drawing. So I'm giving the inside a lighter shadow. Now with every eye there is a highlight on the eye. So let's pick the eraser. You have an eraser, pick it. I'm using a digital eraser. The highlights can be 2 dots or 1 you want. Alright, that's fine. So we go to our image. And then we draw the eye in there. I also have examination questions in the description box.
There is a link there. Click on the link and I'll give you access to the questions.
So this is your online art and design studio teacher. I'm Jason Appa and I'm out.